Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, big moment in recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there. They create a negative play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's St. Clair. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going to the ground. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to throw at St. Clair. The screen, he can go! Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave him a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
There was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Dropping back, it's Mack. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires left. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Going to look downfield again. He wants to take the top off. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Scanning the field, it's Mack. Looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense will quickly use a timeout. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back swinging for the goal line. This will likely be the last play of the half. QB draw. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Right back to the well. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. He's going to throw deep right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. from the red zone, looking for a space. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
Gives it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
That's a good job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The hand to the running back. Breaks the tackle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and touchdown Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Throwing on the run. And it's caught inside the 30. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that,
turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he's brought down after a nice game. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Platt. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over Memphis. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Throws for the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Going over the top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Mack. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Get ready. Kill. Set. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. from the gun. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw at St. Clair. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record. Continues. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Takes a handoff. It's Braswell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.